Hi, Mark Sampson here again. I've made some notes about this one because it's really important. Um, Let me just get them here a moment. We're constantly looking at our business, our strategies, uh, and we're constantly trying to come up with some unique and different ways that we can show our difference to the homeowner. Choose us. I think that's the bottom line here, isn't it? So I consistently ask myself, in terms of our company, in terms of our the associates, and we talk about this quite frequently. Where do you want to be? Where are you at now? What do you think you need to do differently? And what kind of support do you need to get there? Well, we have two of the most important issues at hand. You're in the midst of making a listing presentation or even a sales presentation for that matter. And we need to have a foundation. We call it strategies. So my question at the moment, we're looking towards the end of your presentation. We're looking towards guiding the seller in terms of his price. And we're also looking to think about and differentiate with the seller in how we close the presentation. Because after all, we're in it for the prize. We're in it for the listing, right? Absolutely. So what is your strategy for setting the price? I can't tell you how many times all of us have fallen into that situation, and we call it the price trap. Many times agents are allowing the sellers to price the property, even though they've guided them with their CMAs and all the intelligence that they've gathered, at a level that satisfies, but the seller gets kind of stubborn here, don't they? They want to price it at a price that they feel is representative of their property. And of course, they have the right to do so. But what usually happens in a lot of situations, they don't get the offer, they don't get the showings, and we look at the market or test the market or rely on the market to give us an indication, and that indication is generally what? The market has rejected their property. So we come down to the question of, because we're going to be held accountable, we come down to the question of how do we properly place that area of responsibility and accountability on the shoulders that really count, which is the sellers. So on the first page of my blog, I have a script that I think is absolutely dynamite. It's really very simple. And I would say click the link below, but more importantly, read through the blog. Keep in mind that, we all fall into these situations, but keep in mind that I think it's worthy of your readings because it's going to make a difference in your presentation, at least in the pricing strategy. So then we come to the part number two. What about the closing? How do you present an ironclad close that is going to just absolutely keep you in the driver's seat and then go about your business of exposing the property, finding that right buyer, and taking home that package of a great offer to the seller and say, hey, I've done my job. Let's get this into escrow. So what about the closing statement at the end of your presentation? What is your greatest statement that keeps you in the driver's seat? What if the seller stalls and doesn't sign the contract? What do you do? What is your next step then? So I think that you'll need a script that's going to wrap up your presentation. You'll need a simple 2-line script, and it'll do it. Click the link on the blog. You'll find it. It's under Closing Strategies. and it's a short one, and it'll make your presentation absolutely rock solid. Have a great week, and bye for now.